Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit, and you're watching Real Music on UTV.
Rock music has always been a distinctive of a young generation. Once The Who recorded a cult song My Generation, which quickly became the anthem of Generation X. 35 years later, you created your own version of Generation song. Tell me, what was the generation, what you sang about, and what exactly made it distinctive from previous one?
I mean, I was inspired by The Who, clearly, because my rendition or homage to My Generation and Behind Blue Eyes, both by The Who, so I'm a Who fan. And I think My Generation was about, for me, a generation where the musical genres, the walls and barriers between genres were slowly being chipped away. You know, people who like rock could like hip hop too. People, you know, like different styles of music, completely extreme opposites, although they're not that far apart. They're just served in a different way. And so I grew up in a time where early in my life, there was not even a hip hop genre. And the people who liked country music liked country, and the people who like rock and roll, they didn't like both. And then hip hop came in, and I was able to see it from the beginning. And very few people around me felt the same, and they were liking, urban music, hip hop music with rock, and country artists were liking. All different types of people were slowly breaking down the walls and the barriers. So My Generation for me was about an urban exception in rock form, and speaking for those very few people, which ended up probably being a lot more people than I thought. The subculture of people who like Wu-Tang Clan, and the people who like Led Zeppelin, you know, in the same concerts, and not exactly the same bands as that, but so My Generation for me was something like that. Like like we don't give a fuck about your boundaries and your division and your separatist, you know, areas. Like we're, you know, skateboarding, break dancing, rocking out, listening to hip hop. It's just a mesh, and that's the generation I was speaking about. And so I think that generation of my coming of age in my 20s, which my teens took me to my 20s, I was speaking for like-minded people that maybe felt like I did, judged a lot because they liked, you know, I lived in a town where if you liked rap music, it was very bad if you were a white person. It just wasn't the way it was. And so I was speaking for a generation of people who can like all music, who was embracing it all, and specifically hip hop into rock world. And so my meaning might not be what everybody else's meaning for it is, but I was speaking for a generation of people like myself, not for an entire time period in music or in life, because each generation, as we know, is just evolving, and the times are changing, and people's perceptions and what we're exposed to, you know, we're just slowly becoming more and more and more aware, and more exposed. So the difference in generations is exactly that, what you're exposed to. And now it's a generation, you know, a digital movement and overexposure probably to, you know, so much stuff. And the more you go back, the less you're exposed to. So we're just one little piece, one sliver in time, and I don't really know how to answer that question.
All right.
your band always follows this idea. What did you revolt for the beginning, and what do you revolt for now?
You know, I think my vengeance is the same. I've been dealt a life where I'm going to be, for as little as I can remember, abused and picked on and tortured, and physically and mentally, and being a victim of bullying, always. So Limp Bizkit was just a result, a reaction, a fight back against that. When I found the microphone, and I saw a vision to put the band together, I had the idea, and it just all came from that part of me, you know. I wanted to be a filmmaker, and I wanted to be able to tell that and relate to people who had the same torture as me. And Limp Bizkit and music was my way as a filmmaker to make it and express it. And so it's the same now, you know, as Limp Bizkit, as you know, regardless of success or size or fame or anything. It still continues to be a target. You know, it's my life doesn't change. It's just the card I've been dealt. It's something I'm going to have to always live with, I think. And so when there's aggression and there's reaction, I'm a very sensitive person. So that's usually where it's coming from. You know, you kind of just want people to leave you alone. But a lot of people go out of their way, take extra effort in their lives to torture people, to bully people. It's happening all the time. Not just to me, to lots of people. Now on the internet in different ways. And some of those people torturing and bullying people are victims like me, just reacting, fighting back, because it's their only way. So people misinterpret Limp Bizkit. The assholes and the bullies and the people with those problems that like Limp Bizkit, it's fucking insane, because the music is against them. But I can do nothing about it. But sit back and let it be.
What must happen for you to completely quit music?
I mean, I don't know what you mean. You mean quit making music? Creating music?
Yes, yes.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm always creating music. Always, all the time. When you walk in my house, I don't have a dining room. It's a studio. You walk in my house and it's a studio. You know, no one takes care of me. No one does anything. I live in a studio. And I'm always making music. And so, not just Limp Bizkit music, just all types of music, all the time. It's all I know. Film and music, I'm always doing these things. So, it keeps my mind busy so I don't become sad, or I don't think about lots of pain that I bury. So I'm always doing it, so I don't know what life would be without doing it. If I go to the cabin in the woods to escape, I have an acoustic guitar. You know, if I'm turning the phone off, no technology, no anything, there's my acoustic guitar. You know, oh, there's my drum machine. Oh, there's my DJ turntables. Oh, there's my, you know, drum kit. Like anything, all the time. There's my camera. There's my lenses. There's my script. So it's all the time. I don't think I can stop. I don't know how.
How many tracks from other bands, new tracks, do you listen in each day?
I'm always searching the internet for new music. SoundCloud mostly a lot. SoundCloud is genius, I think. And I really like it a lot. I think it's the number one for me. I just love discovering new stuff on SoundCloud, and all the time. I'm just doing it all the time. And I love that people making music without the industry. I love this. Some person in their bedroom made something and put it on SoundCloud, and you hear it, and you can tell it's raw, but it's real. And it's amazing. Like I love this all the time. I'm obsessed with finding music on SoundCloud. And Bandcamp too, I think it's been cool, but I like SoundCloud, and I'm listening to new artists all the time. And I send them messages, and it's always like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you? I'm just like, no, I think it's awesome, and and so I have secret accounts where people don't know it's me, so they can just be normal to me, and I love it. I do it all the time. Yeah.
Early songs, your first albums, do you think of them as a bit naive or unsophisticated?
Yeah, I think that we're constantly evolving, and even shorter periods of time, you must look back at yourself and go, wow, I thought like that. And you thought you knew what you knew. And then later, you realize, oh, it was that I thought. But now, it's happening all the time to me. Constant evolution. So my number one trick is to not look back. Never looking back.
You don't listen your early songs.
I have to, only Limp Bizkit I ever hear is when I have to play a song on stage. I won't hear an album. I won't hear nothing. I put it out. If we never play the song live, I'll never hear it again. And just let it go and move on. That's the thing. You don't finish a song. You abandon a song. It's never finished. You just keep going. And so I don't know. If I look back, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't want to know. Because in the moment, you're being true to yourself. If you're always true to yourself and honest with yourself and sincere, no matter how naive or unsophisticated or ignorant you were, it was okay because it was real and it was honest. So there's no judgment there. The people who are judging are miserable people. And the world is filled with miserable people. Lots of misery. And misery loves company. Miserable people want other people to be miserable with them. So, don't look back.
Have you the thought of a possibility of a song recorded in 2000 to still be a hot spot 15 years later?
You know, I never, when it comes to my music, you never know if you have a hit or not, you know? All you know is that you really liked it when you happened, when you laid it down and you abandoned it and left it. If a song becomes something that people call a hit, and it can be timeless, you know, last through time, that's probably a very amazing thing. But I don't know if Limp Bizkit's music is timeless or not. I'm not sure. My personal feeling is it's not timeless. But there are bands out there that I continue to listen to over and over for years. Old bands. And to me, it's amazing, and it's still amazing. 30, 40 years, 50 years, and going, this is amazing, still. So it's all who receives it, right? It's for us. So when we give the music away, it's for someone else. We make it for ourselves, and then we give it away. And it becomes someone else's. And there's, you know, I don't know if people grow up in their 50s and go, man, that Limp Bizkit song, turn that Limp Bizkit song on. I can't even, you know, I don't think that that's the way, but I also know, and you know, times are changing, and maybe there will be some older people that can do that, but I don't know if I can answer the question right, but I don't know. Even 2000 is not very old to me, but it's very old, you know. It's a long time ago, and but I listen to music, very old music, you know, every day of my life. I listen to Chet Baker every day of my life, and I'm blown away. I love it, and he's dead, and I don't know if he knew it. You know, I don't know. I don't know how to answer the question.
So what we want to do with everybody here, all night long, we want to go in like this, all right? You got me? Let's do it Limp Bizkit style, Mr. Westport.
В наше время, особенно в последние 2 года, очень международная ситуация в отношении Америки и России достаточно напряженная. Но при этом группа Limp Bizkit второй год дает просто огромнейший тур с таким, и складывается ощущение, что они просто с таким флагом против вот этой всей ерунды. Так ли это на самом деле?
No, I feel a little bit about that. I think that the media and news and politics falsely represent the truth. It's false.
No, it's true.
No one. So they're painting their own pictures. Russia's painting their own picture of Americans. America's painting their own picture of Russia. And I'm very lucky that I can go both places and meet lots of people. I can tell you America's not what you think it is. And I can tell Americans and Russians not what they think it is. I can tell them that from experience. And if everyone could experience Russia through my eyes, they would be very eager to come to Russia and to visit and meet people and see it. It's a very amazing place. The people are amazing. So us coming on tour, when the economy's so bad, when, you know, the countries are saying ridiculous things about each other, it's a statement for me to come to Russia because I'm an American and I love Russia and I meet and talk to Russians all the time. All the time.
В силах ли музыканты повлиять на вот эту международную ситуацию? Потому что были времена, когда были такие проблемы, как, например, СПИД, вот такие сильные глобальные проблемы, и музыканты объединялись, записывали какие-то треки совместные, делали какие-то сбор денег, там, вот это все, они вкладывались. Есть ли сейчас вероятность того, что музыканты как-то будут стараться решить проблему взаимоотношений вот через музыку?
I think no one's really making an effort to do that now because news and information and the internet has created a very noisy place where it's constant. Back when the rock bands first came to Russia, you know, for the purpose. Back when there was Farm Aid, you know, festival. Back in these moments where their purpose and meaning, these gatherings for global cause. It was so unique to hear about it. It was news everywhere. It was. Now there's so much news. I don't know if. I think yes, it could have impact if the right artists got together for the right reason and really did something unique. Not just a concert, not just a festival, but something very powerful. Could be amazing because you have so much power to reach everyone. Back then you didn't have, you know, it was not as easy to reach everyone. So the media that pushed out, but now it seems like no one's trying. No one's coming together for this purpose. I think it could happen, but it would be difficult. It would take more than just a festival for this, just a thing for that. I think it would take a real effort. Let's say if the effort was put into this music event that comes together to unite for a global cause, for American Russia, just say that, right? The campaign would need to be as big as Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine doing Apple Music. They can put all the money into that, and everyone's talking about doing it, and then all of a sudden everybody's talking about it. That's the kind of effort that need to be made for something to mean something today. that much effort, that much money, that much exposure, that big. If it's not going to be that big, it's just little steps, which is fine. But we should do one gigantic step, and make this event. If you make an event as important as, like I said, iTunes teaming up with Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine, then that musical event could do something. I think it would have to be that big. If it's not going to do much, I don't think.
What is real music for you? Real music.
Real music for me is honest. Honest. If it's honest and it's sincere, no matter what it's about, what it sounds like, what genre, then it's real to me. That's what real music is for me.
Thank you.
All right.
I have no one question. Thank you for this.
All right.
What's up, y'all? Yeah. Don't want to get no water.